Hello everyone, welcome. 2024 is on the move. Admittedly, I'm a bit late in the game, but nonetheless, it's better late than never to start these videos here at Music in the Stars. I'm going to kick it off with the new moon in the sign of Capricorn. Here we go. The most interesting thing that I want to talk about this particular new moon is that it is conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. This is interesting. Pluto, the planet of transformation, the planet that digs deep into the soul, brings up the darkness in a way, brings up those places that we might be afraid to look at. It's conjunct this new moon. Likely, we're going to be digging into emotional waters that could be intense, that could be very interesting, very transformative. I recently did a couple of charts. The woman whose chart that I was doing asked me, she said, I had an astrologer tell me that something intense probably happened back in 1995. Can you look back and see what it was? And as I look back, what it was transiting Pluto conjunct her natal moon. And during that time period, very intense emotional things did happen for her. I did another chart. I noticed while doing the chart that transiting Pluto was conjunct her natal moon back in 2016, 2017. Very intense, transformative things happened for her during that time. Things that had to do with life and death. Things that had to do with a complete changing and trajectory of her life. So those things ring in my mind, they ring in my heart as I look at a new moon conjunct Pluto. So let's talk about it. Again, let's do a real quick reminder. What is a conjunction? A conjunction is when planets are right on top of one another. In this sense, a new moon, the sun and the moon are right on top of one another. Our core sense of self, our core sense of being is working in harmony, in conjunction with our feelings, our emotions, the moon, our capacity to nurture, our capacity to feel deeply and express those feelings. Tied into this now, the conjunction of Pluto. Pluto, the planet of transformation, the planet of transmutation, of elimination. It's like the phoenix rising from the fire, but first there's the fire, then there are the coals, then there are the ashes, and from those ashes, the transformed spirit comes out of there and flies renewed. This particular alignment is talking about those energies with our feelings and our emotions. Also conjunct the sun. Let's not forget with this new moon that sun is also conjunct Pluto right now. Our core sense of self, our core sense of being. Transforming. Things are moving. Things are changing. Things are happening on a global scale. Here's Pluto, okay? So the sun and the moon are inner planets. They affect us on a more personal level, but the outer planets affect us all on a more universal level, on a societal level. All of us are feeling this Pluto in Capricorn. All of us will also feel the new moon because the new moon is a renewal in itself of our emotional bodies. It's a renewal in itself of how we feel. It's an opportunity to reset. There's been all sorts of resetting lately. You know, the new year, Mercury went out of retrograde and went direct again. These are all opportunities to reset and relook at who we are, what we're doing in life, what we want to do in life, how we feel, how we want to feel, and then take the necessary steps to make those changes. Pluto is offering us a huge opportunity right now to change on a deep emotional level and to transform ourselves and transmute the poisons, for lack of a better word, that may be within our emotional bodies, that may be within our bodies even. You know, we can find them and look at them and change them. It's in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is a bit more of a rigid sign. It's controlled by Saturn, so there's going to be discipline and control and a framework. Saturn enjoys restriction a little bit. That's just, or not even a little bit, a lot. That's just who that planet is and the archetype of what it represents. Ruling Capricorn, so the Capricorn spirit and the energy of the Capricorn will be more reserved, a little more serious, a little more intentional in what it is they do. You know, Capricorn suns often make great leaders. They're very reliable. They're very grounded. This is an earth sign. It's cardinal earth, right? So it's a very active earth signature. So take that into consideration of talking about feelings and emotions. How does that reflect? Feelings may be a little reserved right now. It's not like a flamboyant, Aries, expressive, you know, energy in that sense. It's more of like, you may be a little more internal, a little more quiet, a little more held back in how you choose to express yourself. You also may be very internal and going deeper into the archives of the soul. And this is bringing in the Pluto influence. Also in Capricorn. And again, I have a whole video on Pluto in Capricorn going deep into what that potentially means, because this has been going on since 2008, the Pluto and Capricorn energy, and we've seen a complete transformation in the world, a complete transformation of life as we know it since then. Is this the final bit of that Pluto and Capricorn energy? Is this new moon in Capricorn? This will be the last new moon in Capricorn, of course, till it goes retrograde later in the year. But right now, the last new moon of Pluto and Capricorn before it goes into Aquarius, which is way more of a liberated sign, way more of a free, spirited sign. It's interesting, it's a very individual sign, also mixed with a universal humanitarian nature to it. But before that, I feel like this new moon is an opportunity to go into those last little bits, to clean those hidden corners, those parts in the closet of life that may still need to be cleansed, need to be cleaned in a way. And you have an opportunity to go in there with this new moon. And may I plant a seed for you. Let that be your intention. Let that be your intention for this new moon, to cleanse any further dark corners that may be hidden, that needs a cleansing, for you to go fully prepared into the next realm of Pluto and Aquarius. So that's sort of my take on this particular new moon. I'm very curious of your thoughts on this. I'm also curious how the holidays were for you. There were a lot of intense planetary alignments going for that. A lot of changes, a lot of blockages in communication. How did that play out for y'all? Let me know. Please leave a comment below. Thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I hope you have a beautiful new moon. I hope it really moves you and brings you into the next octave of your being. Thank you so very much. If any of you out there want a reading from me, please send me a message. I'm doing readings all the time. Be happy to do that for you. Natal charts, relationship composite charts, progress charts, things of that nature. Reach out to me. I'd be happy to do that. Please subscribe to my channel below. Happy 2024 to all of you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.